Magic, both beautiful and powerful, binds together our long history. The choices you make now will define the legacy of Hogwarts.
Cześć, z tej strony Moriturus. Witam w kolejnym odcinku z serii Hogwarts Legacy. Dzisiaj zrobimy kilka zadań pobocznych, może z jakimś zadaniem głównym. Zobaczymy jak z czasem polecimy. Na razie jesteśmy w Hogsmeade, także lecimy. Zobaczymy, może będzie jakiś ciekawy odcinek. Czy tam na górze jest... No dobra.
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Hello, Serena. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ranrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. Then I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Dobra, gdzie to jest? Wow! O, nawet tam byłem. Więc szybko się tam dostaniemy.
Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot, I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Dobra, to lecimy. Czekajcie. Dobra. A tutaj mamy zadanie Skwat, Capsa, Kwa i Krosno. Ono się pojawiło, jak wróciłem do pokoju magicznego i się odpaliła cutscenka, tam właśnie z tym stworkiem się rozmawia. Ale to tak na szybko. To już będziemy to kontynuować.
Revelio.
Dobra, skoro tu jesteśmy, co tu jest?
Come now, don't be stingy.
Brownrot's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
Dobra, do niej jeszcze wrócimy w takim razie.
I could use some gold.
O, poziom pierwszy, super.
Alohomora. Mine now, demiguise.
Dobra, ile ich tutaj mam? Inwentarz. 4. Misje. 2 oddałem, to 6. Dobra, czyli jeszcze 3 muszę zdobyć.
Revelio.
A tutaj mamy poziom, też pierwszy. Dobra.
Alohomora.
To trochę będziemy pookradamy ich tutaj.
Don't be stingy.
Póki ktoś nas...
Revelio.
nie nakryje, nie wyrzuci, nie wiem. Dobra, ale tutaj nie ma nic. Na górę też się nie dostanę. Dobra, wychodzimy. Ale idziemy do kolejnego.
Revelio.
Dobra. A, tu byliśmy. Okej. Dobra, jeszcze tylko tą stronę bym zgarnął. Ja sobie tutaj poza nagraniami będę chodził w takim razie.
Revelio.
Zbierał, bo to bez sensu, żeby tam... A, na górę możemy pójść, dobra. Tu jest sporo towaru. Ale to
Revelio.
innym razem lecimy.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Powalczymy trochę.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defendo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defendo! Revelio!
Okej.
Anyone looking for troubles found it in me. Who's there?
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Potato.
Defendo!
Reducto, I'm embarrassed for you.
Incendio!
Potato! You're a bit dodgy with your skills, aren't you,
Confringo!
sweet?
Defendo!
Let's play predator and prey, shall we?
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
You may want to.
Expelliarmus!
You dare slay one of my own!
You took that goblin helm. Reducto,
You're the little son.
seems your luck has run out.
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Revelio. This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
No dobra, ale tego chrobotka trochę nazbieraliśmy. Dobra, Dolina Chrobotków. Taki będzie tytuł odcinka.
Better have a look around. See about the hawk lumps and the box of letters. Ah, that's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio.
Wow, to takie bardziej zaawansowane coś. Czekajcie, chyba nie mam repara. No właśnie. To zrobimy.
Reparo. Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Dobra. To nie było reparo.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Confringo.
Można też i tak.
Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll or avoid it altogether. Confringo! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio!
Wow.
Glacius, Arresto Momentum, Levioso, Descendo. Confringo, Defendo, Incendio. Expellium. Hogwarts, Confringo, Defendo, Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defendo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Ależ dostałem.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Potato. Confringo.
Ale się udało. No dobra,
I think they felt that in London.
jak się pokonuje trolle? Smarki,
Revelio.
smarki trolla, no nie no spoko. Tutaj czy tutaj? Dobra, najpierw tu spróbujmy.
Lumos. Revelio.
Dobra, i wracamy.
Lumos. Revelio.
Dobra, i teraz co? Gdzie
Revelio.
dalej?
Confringo. Revelio.
Dobra, tam jest jakaś skrzynka, ale jeszcze nie możemy się tam dostać. Aj.
This must be Sirona's box of letters. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
I co, to jest wyjście już?
Revelio.
Chyba, że jest na górze. Dobra. Czyli tutaj trzeba było trolla pokonać po prostu. No dobra, okej.
Revelio. Ah!
Albo i nie.
I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these Horklumps.
I didn't always like a polite battle. They come after me, they'll rest in 10 graves.
Expelliarmus!
Come here! Right.
Incendio!
It isn't Nora Treadwell's precious little guardian.
Expelliarmus!
No.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Revelio.
Dobra, wracamy.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some Horklumps for you, and I found Sirona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion. And Sirona will be delighted to have those letters. How kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Dobra, idź, tu zakończymy nasz odcinek.
Folks still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand, and not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is! Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
One of the letters mentioned Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
To może jeszcze jakaś misja? Dobra, to. Okej, czyli trochę nas tutaj... To wiecie co? Tu się przeniesiemy.
I've never seen a sword like it.
Revelio. Expelliarmus.
One less
Confringo.
human.
Defender. Incendio. Protego. Expelliarmus.
I won't rest until you're...
Jak zauważyliście, mam 3 sloty na tą starożytną magię, to chyba przez odkrywanie właśnie takich miejsc w zamkach magicznych.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defender. Revelio.
Dobra, księżycowe kamienie się przydadzą, jak zacznę meblować mój magiczny pokój.
Revelio.
Nie ma tu żadnej szybkiej podróży.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defender. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. A castle. Revelio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo.
Co, powalczymy z pająkami?
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Revelio. Revelio.
No dobra, gdzie są te ślady magii, żeby to włączyć?
Incendio.
Your magic, and I'm not afraid of it, or of you. You're the one who stole our goblin helm. Well, their goblin helm, but then it was ours. I've seen you
Revelio.
use Expelliarmus. You let Nora Treadwell go, didn't you? You're about to wish you hadn't.
Revelio.
You plan to creep up on me, but it won't work. Not with me.
Kto to w ogóle do mnie mówi?
Revelio.
Tak nie do końca.
Incendio.
You've heard nothing of my friends, and now you'll pay.
No właśnie. I chyba od tego...
Revelio.
Zwiększył mi się poziom tych, ale to tak nie do końca. Tak właśnie teraz zauważyłem. Dobra, jeszcze gdzieś musi być w takim razie. Dobra, tu jest.
Incendio. That solves that.
O, i to jest zakończone. Coś takiego się robi. Tu w jednym zamku to odkryłem. I mam naładowany do końca, ale...
Revelio.
You may be more skilled than most students, but you're not better than me.
Zwiadowca pająków? Kurczę, gdzie on jest?
Incendio.
You shouldn't go about stealing goblins' helms stolen by others now, should you?
Dobra, spróbujmy tam pójść.
Revelio. Expelliarmus.
You've made a
Confringo.
mistake.
Defendo.
What? What have you done?
Expelliarmus.
Don't
Confringo.
try that.
This place has seen better days. Revelio.
The Ministry ought to loosen the reins on the dark arts. No better protection, if you ask me.
Czy mi się tam chce? Nie, dobra, odpuszczamy sobie. Bo i tak odcinek jest długi. Jeszcze zobaczymy, co nas tutaj czeka. Ale to możemy wrzucić...
I almost captured a
You can feed a bit,
Revelio.
or it can feed you. I prefer the latter. Nothing to poach in Arranshire except spiders. Not worth the trouble. You're the little sod that said...
Accio.
A, nie ta.
To get my claws out.
So better not be a trick. Careful now. You dare say one of my own!
Incendio.
You will fall!
Expelliarmus.
Hey, that's not...
Now, this has become personal.
Amateur. Confringo.
You're the one who stole the goblin.
Defender.
So close.
Confringo. I bet that one hurt.
Expelliarmus.
You
Confringo.
disappoint me.
Ah!
Careful not to get beat.
Ringo! There'll be more of that.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Potato. Reducto.
Defender.
You'll feel that tomorrow. If you last that long. You haven't the knack at all.
Wow, też chcę tak umieć.
That's proper feeble, that is.
Defender. Confringo.
What are you, shy? I've seen more courage in a Porlock.
Potato.
Nice try.
Burn, my young friend. This is not going well for you.
Oh, what's the light
Reducto.
your eyes?
Seems I overestimated you.
Better luck next time.
Confringo.
Potato. That's just pitiful. Confringo.
Incendio.
Oh, not.
Is that all you know?
Expelliarmus.
You're not going to like
Confringo.
this.
Defender. Incendio.
Let's
Expelliarmus.
see you survive that heat.
Confringo.
Ah, stupendous.
Expelliarmus. Defender. Confringo. Incendio.
That ought to warm you up. What? Treadwell nearby again? Can't be.
Confringo.
Stop that right now.
Defender.
Careful, this one packs a punch.
Incendio.
Expelliarmus? Afraid of a fair foot?
Revelio.
Dobra, zbieramy towar. A to nie był mój główny punkt jeszcze, okej. Dobra, odblokujemy szybką podróż.
Revelio.
No i mamy ten.
This looks intriguing. Confringo. Defender. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Defender. Is that Infurious wearing a woolly jumper? That must be Bardolph. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defender. Incendio.
Okej.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Bardolph's woolen jumper. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him. Revelio.
No raczej nie żyje kolega. Właśnie, przecież ja dostałem jakieś tam rękawice i inne rzeczy w międzyczasie. Ale to już zrobimy poza. Wpis w dzienniku.
An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers. A plan, something to do with him.
Wpis dziennika 2 z 2 to drażujące, co widziałem. Stworzyli
This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next. I should investigate.
Bo tu mamy tu jest kufel, więc tu jest nic, okej. Dobra, co nam mapka pokazuje i mówi na tym, w tym miejscu. Legowisko memortków oraz co? Skarbiec. Dobra, to takie rzeczy później. Chyba, że...
Revelio.
No dobra, skoro już tu jesteśmy. Aha, to wszystko. Dobra. A, memortki to są te fioletowe chyba.
See if there's something you need. Thank you for your patronage.
Dobra.
It's been a pleasure.
Oddajemy misję w takim razie. Wrócimy do pokoju życzeń. Odblokuję sprzęty i zakończymy odcinek. Chyba ponad godzinny wyszedł.
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd!
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No, this can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph, my dear, dear brother.
I couldn't help it over here. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. My apologies. I've not been myself since we last met. Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless, It's Ranrock I have to thank for losing Bardolph. If only I could somehow rid our hamlet of these monsters. I'm simply at my wit's end.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. I can't believe he's never coming home. Part of me wants to avenge the loss of my brother, whilst another part of me simply wants to hide.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
I am unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
New instruments are expensive, you know.
Nie, no kończymy. Nie ten. Mapa Hogwartu. W kolejnych odcinkach będziemy się w to bawić. O, w międzyczasie zniszczyłem stanowisko. Dobra. Natomiast tutaj nie to. Malwa. Bo nie mogę robić tych. Odblokowywać u tego. No, wyzwań Merlina. W kolejnym odcinku polecimy właśnie z tym zadaniem, żebym mógł sobie Krosno odblokować. Wow, sporo tego. To od razu sprawdzamy. Poziom 26 spoko. 25, ok. O, tyf jest fajne. Czy coś tu jeszcze nam czy posądzenie? A, miodowa, to nie. To nie inwentarz, okej. Talenty. Na co to miało pójść? Co ja mam teraz w planach? Podstawowe chyba. Czy skradanie się? Dobra, to chciałem. Dobra, kolekcję to wam innym razem pokażę. W takim razie dzięki, że byliście. Trzymajcie się, cześć.